Hey, are you excited about life? Are you excited about life? I'm Christy Kennedy with a countless amount of titles, but today I am your can-do coach, and I want to share with you one of the techniques that I use in session. Now, I deal with some of the most sophisticated minds, from the simplest to the most complex, and it's like Rubik's Cube in my world. Every single day, I'm looking for creative ways to create transformation in the lives of those who sit before me. Because one thing I know about the mind, it is really like one big puzzle, and we're trying to find the best thoughts to create a beautiful picture. This is what I use. I call this battle of the threads. There's a quote that says, when the mind is still, the universe surrenders. When the mind is still, the whole universe surrenders. When the mind is still, the whole universe surrenders. And we live in a world where we're oversaturated with information, no doubt about it. And if you can envision an attic, what do? We put the most useless things up in the attic. They don't have priority. And many of our brains are filled with information that really is not useful for what we're doing in today, for the moment. And so we begin to get cluttered mind. I can hear it in conversations. Individuals, they'll start talking and all of a sudden they're saying, what was I talking about? Because their mind is so cluttered. They can't even stay on target. From my ADHD clients to depressed clients to highly anxious clients to burnout clients, it's all the same. We've got to take care of the mind, including myself. So we have what I call battle of the threads, because 98% of our actions are driven by the subconscious mind. And I want you to envision this spool of thread, the danger zone. It's the old negative thoughts. Here's the spool of thread. It represents the subconscious mind. Now, we want to replace the core thought. What if the core thought was, no one loves me? When you start dating, you see every gentleman as someone who can't accept you for who you are, and you keep building new thoughts. Every time I date, I get rejected, and it just builds up. So we got to get rid of this old thread and start all over again. We're going to change the narrative, right? We're going to change the entire narrative. Now at the base, the core, we're going to start with the new thought. I am lovable. I'm fearfully and wonderfully made. Everywhere I go, people are attracted to me. They want to get to know me better. And then we start building the thoughts over and over and over again. I'm highly likable. Wherever I go, I attract the most pleasant individuals, supportive individuals, you name it. You just build. Now, just because you're living your life like it's golden and you're out of the red zone, it doesn't mean that those thoughts will never come back. They will come back, and sometimes they come back with a vengeance. Look, pesky little thoughts. So that's where the battle comes. Living my life like it's golden. No, you're not. No, you're not living my life like it's golden. No, you're not, girl. You remember who you used to be? Living my life like it's golden. Get out of here. And this is what we do every single day until we no longer see that red thought. But if we see it, it's very infrequent rather than frequent. And that's how you know you've stacked those beliefs properly. It should be a distant memory. Now, sometimes on your very, very low day, it may pop back up, but it shouldn't be popping up every second. So that's danger zone. We want to stay out of that danger zone. So I'm going to give you an exercise for you to do alone. And I call it do the math. So as you're making changes in your life, these incremental changes, which we all are as leaders that are invested in our own personal growth and development. Now, if you're not invested and you just want to watch the Real Housewives or whatever you do you. But for the people that want to grow, the people in the back, I see you. I know you want to grow too. This is what I want you to do. Do the math. One thing. If you could add one thing to your life, what would that be? If you could subtract one thing from your life, what would you subtract? And that's going to make your life less stressful. Multiply. What would you like to accelerate? One thing you like to accelerate before the end of this month. We got two weeks left. And next, divide. What distractions do you want to divide? You want to divide the distractions so you can intensify your focus. You get laser focused. What is that one thing you're going to do? If you split yourself in two and you say, whoo, I got the power to get it done. What's that thing going to be? When the mind is still, the whole universe surrenders. When the mind is still, the whole universe will surrender at your service. Go live your life. Go live your life. Go live your life. Hey.